Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I'm the creator of the Active Rest Fitness Program and Lifestyle, and I am inviting you to meet me on the deck. On the deck is where I help people get active for at least 30 minutes a day by providing workouts to fit any schedule and to eliminate most excuses. I also encourage people to prioritize rest and restorative sleep, to practice mindfulness in their eating habits as well as in their physical abilities, and to build a community of support amongst family members, neighbors, and friends. If any of these things sound interesting to you, then please listen to this video. Like the video by hitting that like button, share the video with someone you love, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also start by taking some actionable steps outlined in this video. Hello. Today's topic from the deck is about staying active in the summertime. Fun fact about active rest is that we work out year-round outside. So we work out through all seasons, all weather conditions, spring, summer, fall, winter. One day we were out here and we watched the weather change from just windy to a little bit of rain to sleet to snow, and then we kind of ended the workout a little bit early because it was time to go home once it started snowing. So now we're going into our summer months and it's getting a little bit warmer, so we want to talk about how to work out, safely in the summertime. So what I want to do, I want to start off by giving a disclaimer and telling you that before you start any fitness program or meal plan, that you need to consult with your medical professional first to make sure that it's safe for you. Also, the opinions in this video are mine. They're based off my experience, things that I've seen, as someone who is a military veteran who has worked out. I've trained in Iraq. I've trained in Fort Drum, New York. Very different temperatures in those two places. So just coming from that experience as well as what I've learned over the 4 years that I've been working out, outside in this way, like not being a member of a gym. So those are my disclaimers. Check with your medical professional first before you take any advice from me. Always get the advice of your medical professional, and just know that these are that what I'm talking about today is from my own personal experience. Okay, so working out safely. Right now, it is the first day of June. It is warming up significantly. A couple of weeks ago, we hit a heat index of 100 degrees. We weren't out on the deck. I was out on the deck by myself and just happened to check the weather, and the heat index was 100 degrees. I think it was like 85 degrees outside, but the real feel was 100 degrees. And so, those are some things that got me to thinking like, okay, it's time to prep everybody, for the heat, get everybody ready, get everybody acclimated. So I didn't have this on my list to talk about, but that's the first thing, now that I've said it, is getting acclimated. So it starts warming up here in about, I'm in Mississippi, central Mississippi, and it starts warming up about March, April, and then really into May is when it really got warm. And so I tell people, don't back away, keep coming to your workouts as it's getting hotter and hotter so that your body can acclimate to the rise in the temperature. So you can't work out in February and then come work out in June or July, and it's not going to feel the same. You're going to feel the difference you're going to feel the difference. So I say continue your workouts, make sure you kind of keep coming so that your body can acclimate to the rising temperature as it rises slowly. And so that's the first thing, to kind of get used to working out in the heat. Go ahead and start in the early spring, working out outside, getting used, to the sun, knowing what you need to do to prepare and things like that, getting acclimated to that temperature change. The next thing I want to talk about is, and I'm looking at my notes, is hydrate. That's very important. So what you want to do is you want to hydrate, and you don't want to wait until you get to the workout and get hot and get tired and you're about to pass out and then you want to grab a bottle of water. I try to send reminders to my fitness group that they need to start hydrating early. Sometimes when I'm at work on my break, I might step out and go for a walk, or during my lunch break, I'll go out and grab lunch and I'll walk to wherever I'm going to grab lunch at. So by then I know like it's going to be a hot one. If it's hot at 10 o'clock in the morning, noon is going to be a hot day. So I try to, at that point, go ahead and message them and say, hey, go ahead and start hydrating. Go ahead and start drinking your water now. Don't wait till you get to class. So you want to make sure, in order to work out safely, in the summer, outdoors, you want to make sure that you're hydrating all day. So that's number two. First thing was go ahead and try to get acclimated by starting to work out like as soon as the temperatures are starting to climb a little bit, as they're gradually climbing. And then number two, hydrate all day long. Start in the morning, drink your bottles of water, however you do it. I can't recommend like how much water to drink, how much you should be intaking, but go ahead and start drinking your water, getting your fluids in throughout the day. Don't wait until the workout. And then the third thing is you want to protect your skin. What we do to protect our skin is you can protect your skin with clothing. So you want to wear light clothing, moisture wicking clothing, that clothing that's going to pull, that sweat away from you. You just want to make sure that you're cool, that you're comfortable. You don't want to overheat. Like right now, I'm getting ready to work out, and I have on a neoprene vest. I see it right there. There it is. A neoprene vest, which, is supposed to make you sweat, help you lose some of the water weight. Or, some people work out like in a sauna suit, something like that. So you just want to be cautious of wearing that. See, this one that I have on right now, it goes like over the head. It doesn't have a zipper or the Velcro. The best thing to wear, I would say, if you're going to work out in one of these, would be the Velcro. Like if you know you're prone to overheating when you work out, especially in the summertime, you want to go ahead and wear one with Velcro so that you can remove it as you heat up. Like you want it to be something that you can quickly get out of. Right now, I didn't check the temperature today, but it feels good enough for me to work out. Like I don't feel like it's like too hot, but I'm also acclimated and accustomed to working out in the heat. So you have to gauge that for yourself. So wearing your clothing, wearing hats. Like if you're going to be outside in the sun, make sure that you have proper head covering, something with a shade, like a boonie cap, I think it's called, something like that will protect you. Wearing the proper eyewear, things like that if you're going to be out in the sun working. But that leads me to the next thing as far as skin protection and protection overall, is working out in the shade. We work out. I'm sitting on the deck right now. It's a covered deck, so it's mostly shaded at this point, even when the sun is out, especially at the time of day that we work out. Like mornings around 8 or 9 o'clock, some areas of it are in the sun, but by the time we work out in the afternoons at 4:30, 5:45, it's actually pretty shaded. So try to work out, in the cool, in the shade, not in the middle of the day. If if you have the chance to, you want to work out early morning before the sun gets up too high, before it gets too hot, or later in the evening. But even if you're working out, like for us, it's 4:30 and 5:45 are our workouts that we're out here. You want to make sure that you're working out in the shade. So that's one way that we protect ourselves. Another thing that we have, and I'll talk about that later, but another thing, you want to make sure that you're using sunscreen. All right, so you want to make sure that whatever SPF that's supposed to be good for you, get you some sunscreen, put it on, especially if you're going to be out in direct sunlight. Make sure that you're protected in that way. And this is another thing that I didn't have on my list, but because I'm sitting out here and I'm just kind of thinking about it, you want to make sure that you are wearing bug spray. That's something that we keep here on the deck because we do get mosquitoes. They get really bad in the summer in Mississippi, so we keep some spray out, so that we can, protect ourselves, and that way from mosquito bites. And they tag me anyway, so it doesn't even matter for me. But I still try to put on the spray and try to deter as much as possible. So, that's the other thing is, protecting your skin in that way. So that's the third thing. The skin protection is the third thing. First thing for, working out safely in the summertime is you want to make sure that you acclimate to the weather. Go ahead and start now because it's June now. July and August is going to be super hot if you're in the southeast where we are, if you work out in a warmer climate. So acclimate yourself. Hydrate all day was number two. That was our second thing. Make sure you start hydrating early and hydrate throughout the day. Don't wait until the workout to start trying to get your Gatorade and your water in. You start early in the day and also do it throughout the day. Then the third Third thing we're going to do is we're going to protect our skin by wearing the proper clothing, by wearing hats, by working out in the shade, by putting on sunscreen, and by using like any type of mosquito spray to work that, to keep those away from us, to keep us protected from bites. And so then the next thing I want to talk about is the fourth thing is we also use, I was getting ready to talk about that a little bit earlier here on the deck, we use a fan. Now my husband ended up buying the ladies because I don't like working out with a fan on me. So he bought it for the ladies who work out with me. He bought a huge fan, which is really nice. But it's loud. So some of the ladies have complained they'd rather not use the fan because it's too loud. They can't hear the music. They can't hear the call outs when we're doing the workouts. But we also have ceiling fans that are quieter that will give us a little bit of a breeze. It does bring the temperature on the deck down a little bit because remember it's also shaded. We're not in direct sun. So now that's working for us now. Excuse the airplane. Of course, I'm outside. I'm on the deck. So I think earlier you might have heard a train. Right now you're hearing the plane. I know you've been hearing the birds chirp, the cars driving by, but that's the nature of being out on the deck. You get to hear everything that's going on outside. And but we have the fans, and so I don't know how that's going to work when it comes to July, August. If those ceiling fans are going to be enough for us, but we do have an industrial size fan that we can turn on. Another thing I was just in Florida here recently, and we were using like the misting fans with the water, and then I saw some kind of out at the amusement parks, and so I might add a mister to the loud fan and push it away from the deck, and then add that so that when the ladies do feel like they're getting like overheated and hot and tired, they can go and get that mist to cool off really quickly and then come back, because we can't use it like on the deck because it will create an unsafe environment due to the water, and we don't want to work out when the deck is wet or unsafe. So that's another thing. I said a fan, a mister, and also a cool towel. So like have you a towel, maybe bring some ice or something that you can keep a towel in, and then kind of pat yourself, to bring your body temperature down if you start to feel like you're getting hot outside. So that's the fourth thing, is to use like a fan or a mister or a cool towel, something that can bring your body temperature down like a little bit faster than just like the clothing. Like when all of that fails, you have something that can bring your body temperature down even cooler. And so then the last thing about working out in the summer safely is not anything just in particular, it's not anything tangible, but you need to change your mindset. I put that on there because I get some people who they will take a break and go inside. I understand, like, this is not for everybody. Working out outside in the heat is not for everyone. So I totally understand. But a lot of that too is, having to change your mindset. And that's why I asked them to go ahead and try to get acclimated so that by the time it's like hot, their body is already used to it and they can do it safely and successfully. Changing that mindset. A lot of people, I want the fan, I want to be indoors, I want the air conditioning and all of that stuff. But to me, for me, and this is personal to me, I like to sweat when I work out. Like, I want to see the sweat dripping off me. And so there's no better way to do that than to work out outside when it's hot. It's almost like a sauna, and I do like the sauna. So a lot of people can't stand the heat of the sauna. I love sitting in a sauna. But you also want to do that safely when it comes to working out outside and working out in these high temperatures. You want to change your mindset to get used to doing it, but you want to do it safely. So you don't want to spend a lot of time outside. You want to get your workout and get back in, and then use some of these other tips so that you don't overheat. Also be aware, if you're a heat casualty, of course, if you are a prior heat casualty, you're prone to like heat exhaustion, heat cramps, heat stroke, that type of thing. Of course, you want to take some extra precautions. But so those are just some tips, just some things that I thought about that would kind of help you work out safely in the summertime. I don't want everybody to run away from working out, or try to get out and enjoy being outdoors, the fresh air and all of that good stuff. So I'll do another quick rundown for how to work out safely in the summertime. First of all, go ahead and get acclimated to the temperature change. You can start now because it's only going to heat up. And so if you're already used to doing it, if your body is already accustomed to the temperature changes, to the rise in the temperatures, you should be good to go. The second thing, I want you to hydrate. I want you to start hydrating early in the day. Get that first bottle of water in, after your morning workout, if you sign in with us and do morning workouts on Tuesday and Thursday or on your own. Go ahead and start taking in that water and do it throughout the day. That was the second thing. The third thing, protect your skin. Make sure your skin is protected. Make sure you're wearing cool, light clothing. Make sure that you are, have your hat on. You're working out in a shaded area, and you're protecting your skin from insect bites. Wearing your sunscreen. That's another thing. Make sure you wear your sunscreen to protect your skin. The next thing, you want to try to use a fan. Like if that stuff is not enough, make sure you add on like a fan, a mister that sprays a little mist of water, or a cool towel, something that you can dip in maybe some ice water, nice and cold, and wring it out and just kind of pat that skin dry to lower that body temperature. And then the last thing, change your mindset about working out, in the summertime, working out outside. Just a personal, what I've learned about myself is that now that I've been working out outside for the past 4 years now, whenever I go and work out inside a building, it's like I'm gasping for air. Like, once it gets so hot and my body, my body temperature rises, my heart rate rises, I can barely breathe when I'm inside trying to work out. So I think that it's safer to work out outside in most cases. Like I said, if it gets too hot, and especially if you're prone to heat casualties, heat issues, then make sure that you go in, and then just change that mindset. Get used to working out outside. Enjoy it. Like right now, I'm feeling a breeze. Some people would say it's too warm to work out outside right now, but I'm getting a nice cool breeze right now. I'm getting ready to do a workout on the deck, and so you just got to change your mindset about it and get out and just enjoy that sunlight, enjoy being outside, enjoy the nice weather. And so with that, I'll leave you. Make sure that you go ahead and like this video, share this video for anyone who may need it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and just keep sharing the word about active rest. I hope to see you on the deck soon. Bye-bye.